Hello, welcome back. So, we are beginning our descent now, and we're going to go at 11,000 feet. That is what we're going to go down to. So, we're going to turn this down to 11,000 feet on our sort of approach to Brussels. We're about 90 nautical miles away. 110. So we've just reached our next waypoint. Just going to set. Oh no, we don't need a QNH yet. Well, we did, but we don't. Hit B anyway, just in case. So we've started to descend. We're going to put our airspeed or our speed at 230. Oh no, we'll keep it at 240 then. I'm getting 350 knots as our ground speed. Now there's no air traffic control in Brussels, what means I am free to make my own approach. I am going to show you how to do that as we are descending now. So let's just go on to FSC. So you can see here's Brussels. We're going to put SID star and transition. We're going to select transition, possibly. Okay. Let me just. Now I'm not entirely sure what I should do. There is a couple of airplanes sort of coming our way. There's another British Airway plane, and there is in fact there's a couple of planes. There's quite a few actually scattered around, so you've just got to be a little bit careful. Just check that there is no ATC. No, there isn't. So I've connected this to IFLY, by the way, as you can see. So if I was to go into this little circle here, it shows the airspace. You know what frequency I'd need to tune to get this. But anyway, enough of that. All we do is we have a bit of something. Right. I need a map of Brussels, so let's try and get that first. Now, if I can remember. Now, let's see if I need to try and find out. I forgot how to get a map of the airport. You can see all these marvellous settings I have. I believe 25, so. Oops. I don't think we can simply just zoom in like that, otherwise it'll just simply put us straight back at the plane. Yeah, like so. Very annoying. So let's just check a couple of different things. So you haven't got any altitudes we need to stick to. No, it doesn't look like it. No, we don't. Yes, okay, fine. So, a SID and a start. So, I've completely forgot how to. View the airport, which is going to be a bit of a disaster, because I know there is a way, and I've completely forgotten. You're probably shouting at me like, "Oh my God, Hamish, you spanner, do this." And I don't know why I pressed. Oh, here we go. So let's put in EBBR. Should get Brussels, and there we go. It's actually ISO. Right, so 25, I believe, is this one here. So we've got 25 left and 25 right. We're going to choose 25 25 right. We're going to choose 25 right. Yeah, so it's you can see here it's so it's 11,000 feet, or almost 12,000 feet actually, at 3 1,500 meters, which is about the same as runway 27 at Gatwick. I think it's runway 27. We're not going to think about gates yet. We'll think about that when we're on the ground. So, just checking my aircraft there, making sure that we're not doing something stupid. So, let's go set up a start for. Hang on, let me. God. If I disconnect from FSX, I can very quickly set this up. Right then, so you've got 25 left. 25 right is what we're going to land at. SID start. Let's select one. We want an active. Of course, it's going to be whatever active runway is. As it now says it's not responding, which it is now. If I was to select all, what does it look like? Hang on, let's zoom out a touch. In fact, we've got it. No, I just want to choose a nice one, really. Okay, how about transition? Because now this is a bit better. So we want 25, an ILS 25 right. Let's choose the ant. I think that's quite a good one, actually. Which, yes, that is. So we're going to add that to flight plan. You'll see it change a little bit, like that. Very good. So now let's try and select a star. I don't want my plane to do something completely retarded. Let's zoom out again. In fact, no, we won't need to do anything. That's a pretty good arrival, actually. Yeah, that's actually a pretty good arrival. We won't need to do anything right now. We are going to connect to Flight Simulator. Now, our plane may decide to go back to the beginning, which it isn't, which is very good, because last time that's what it tried to do. Okay, good. So, right then. Hopefully you guys can hear me okay. I want to have some decent altitudes. It's not actually saying what altitude we should be in at. It really does. Let's just check for any ATC. No, there's still no ATC. I know we're meant to be at least 2,000, so just from research I know we're meant to be at 2,000, so I am going to stick our speed at 2,000, which I'm now going to swap so you guys can see FSX. Right. So if I put our speed at 2,000, let's see what happens. As I click somewhere, I don't know if I was meant to do that. Right, so our altitude. I think I just kept saying speed. 2,000. Let's stick it at 5,000 actually. Right, we can really decrease the vertical speed if we need to, which we are. We're going to stick it on 1,000. Can pretty much half it. I'm just using my map now to get a good idea on where 500 feet or something per minute. We should be okay at that. That should be quite good. Yeah, 500 feet per minute. We should do pretty nicely. So I'm just going to keep it at 500 feet per minute for now. You can see we're 69 nautical miles away from our destination. 68 now. I just chose wrong time there to say that. We've got no airplanes. Well, we've got no airplanes in a 40-mile radius. If I click on my thing, I should have a... okay. 50. Okay, I believe I've got 50. We haven't really got any airplanes. We've got a couple of Ryanair flights. Are we Ryanair? I think we're Ryanair. There are a couple of Ryanair flights. Nothing much coming from Belgium, actually, or nothing much coming from the airport we're trying to land, which is, of course, Brussels. Oh, does it actually say active runway? I think it is 25 right, anyway. Yeah, the active runway happens to be 25 right, so that's a good guess for me because I didn't really know what to do. We've got some Air France flights, we've got a load of other ones, but they're not that close to us. There's not too much to do yet. We can actually, let's have a look at the frequencies for landing. 25 right, 108.90, so we can tune that. So 108 point, what is it, 108.9. Okay, and we can swap that. So that is now our nav frequency for landing. Is there anything we can... No, okay. Our squawk, we'll just leave out 1200. We haven't actually been told. I am going to quickly just type in what I am going to be doing. Right then, so at 5 FL050 taking 25 right. So I've just put in that I'm taking 25 right. I'm going to be approaching Brussels at 5,000 feet, and we're taking 25 right. You need to do that online. Unfortunately, there's no ATC, what means we can't actually make any actual contact. I'm going to keep checking just in case one comes online. I do believe that we're going to be in an airspace though at some point. There's another airport fairly close, so we are going to be in another airspace. No, that's not very good actually. So at the moment we have got, well, it's pretty quiet again. It's still, we've been virtually cloud free for the whole flight. We had a few clouds just going over the ocean towards France. We had a few clouds there, but nothing major. Still nothing major. We've got pretty good weather. We've got virtually no wind at the moment. Let's just check as we go down. We're pretty close to the end anyway. Fairly close to thingy. I don't even know what I'm saying now. Yeah, there should actually be some wind below 2,000 feet. There should be some wind, about 20-ish knots. It's saying we should have wind fairly soon now, of about 24 knots as soon as we hit 7,000, which we're not quite at yet. Making a left turn now. At 20 nautical miles, we'll be reaching our flight level of 5,000, and we're going to go down to 2,000. We're going to arm the approach. We're going to manually land the aircraft. We are also going to slow down. Actually, we don't actually need to be going this fast. We set our speed at 210. Oops. You can now slowly start to slow down a little bit. So we're approaching a. This is actually a VOR point. So if you were doing this through VOR, you'd be tuning into 113.5. If you're doing this via VOR. Now let's set our altimeter or our QNH and stuff. It's now been set. Again, we should have wind, but we don't. I'm wondering why that is not the case. We should have wind now, which is so I'm not entirely sure why we don't have wind. For whatever reason, auto heading is off. So I don't know how. Well, I'm not entirely sure how we were able to. Right. Okay. Right, now let's take that off. Right. Okay. So we're very much close to Brussels now. We're now parallel with Brussels. If I go to different view, let's choose one where it's probably easier to see. Yeah. Here we go. So, I don't think Brussels is that way, it's this way, isn't it? Brussels is there, somewhere. Can't actually see. I think it's there. Show what direction does the aircraft turn? It should turn this way here. Which it is. Right, so Brussels is somewhere around here. See if we can find it, get a bit of a visual. No, we can't see it yet. It's just me, maybe it's like in here, it's just, no it can't be. Really nice scenery though, this is FSX, of course it's all, pretty much all Becks. This is the airspace I was talking to you about. I'm not entirely sure what airport that is though. Oh. It is EBAW. I have no idea which airport that is though, so I wouldn't be able to tell you. Yeah, I wouldn't be able to tell you what airport that is. I believe the waypoint we just did was DME. I think, is this one DME as well, which we're approaching? Yeah, it is. It's also a DME. This very much puts us on to the approach to Brussels. We're approaching 5,000 feet now. Let's put ourselves back into the aircraft. We're going to want to slow down a little bit more. Stick our speed on 200. 190. We're going to put our speed on. Be able to do this all at our discrepancy. Oh, it's something like that. It's not discretion. Oh, I don't know. Discrepancy or something. Whatever it is, you know what I mean. We should be able to do all this ourselves now. Now, let's just check. Right, our altitude. Let's just check our altitude now. I'm going to go down to 2,000 now. You should hit 2,000 at a pretty nice position. We should do anyway. We have to be at 2,000 or above, so we're going to go to the minimum of 2,000. That is at our. It's not this next DME. It's not. So no, it's not this DME. It is. What is it? It's Sierra Lima. So that's on our final approach to 25 right. Sierra Lima. The CL approach into Brussels. Let me just check that there is still no ATC. No, there isn't. There's not too much we can do now. if I'm going to be completely honest. It's not like we would be able to yeah, it's not like we can do much. You can see here 4,800 feet, no controller available, even says that. I got an error. Maybe it's because I tried to click on that. Now I'm messing around with all the views. This is our lights. Oh god, I'm not used to this aircraft. Are they landing lights? Yeah, they are. So we're going to turn it on, and what's this? Taxi lights. We're not taxiing. They turn on our seat belts. Oh, we can't actually turn it on anyway. So then we will turn our taxi lights on when we get onto the ground. Oh shit! I should have changed that, which I haven't. Oh well. Not the end of the world. Now we're going to speed up just a tiny bit. Speed up. We're not going to speed up. We're going to go down just a little bit extra. Oh, okay, right. About at 1,000. Which is perfect. Now, you should really be able to have a visual now on Brussels. It's just like to our right here, possibly covered by this window. It's normally much easier to see at night. It should be about there. Normally much easier to see at night. Let's just check this view here. Now let's just see where our aircraft is in comparison. So if we're there, it should be about there somewhere. Can't actually see it. Now it's descending at a very nice rate at 1,000 1,000 feet per minute. Just gonna put our speed down even more to 180. No, let's put 1770. This plane is much lighter than one of these big Boeings, so we can afford to land at like 120-ish knots, I think. I think this is our speed brake here. Let me just check. To slow us down a touch. Pretty close to the runway now. It's Brussels is like there. About 50% or something. Try and slow us down a bit. We are now slowing down, which is good. Also our throttle on. It's on 40%, so pretty much idle. Right then. Now we can go to nav mode. We can click the localizer. Oh shit, I really do not know where the localizer is. Oh dear, I should have done this. Should have researched this. Why did I not research this? 160. Your damper. No, approach. Nav. Let's click nav. Hopefully that's gonna. No, I'm not gonna use that thing for landing. This little side thing. I've got it up, but I don't want you guys to see it because it will be distracting for you. Have ILS. You can see the runway now. Put our speed down even more. Now, I haven't had much experience in this plane. I'm going to click the. Now, what's this button here? Does it say? What's it? It doesn't actually say what that button does, or it might have done. No, annoyingly, it doesn't say. And I'm praying to God that this actually works, because I've never done an RLS in this before. So I'm not entirely sure what to expect. Let's put the flaps up to full though, because we can, because we're going pretty slow. Gear. Oops, gear down. Oh, is that just telling? Oh, right, we've got too much flaps. It should automatically take us down, which it is doing. We are reducing now, so about flight level 010. Oh no, what am I saying? We're at flight level 1,500 now as we approach. Full flaps. Let's stick it at 135. So, just putting that, we're approaching the runway. We're below the localizer, which is good. The glide slope, sorry, below the glide slope. I'm just gonna get my zoom. It's a bit better. No, there you go. Put that like so. So, perfect. Now I'm gonna let me just check my speed so I can set up my throttles, because I am actually gonna manually do my speed now. We've got a very nice speed indeed. Reset my view there, makes it a little bit easier. Approaching. Very nice. Very, very nice indeed. Actually going to try and auto land this. I've never auto landed, I virtually always manually land. Wow. Speed brakes are on. That was not a bad landing, was it? Let's take this exit here. Ooh. So let's just hold short quickly. Now, it's a pretty decent landing. So let me show you this. Right, so just holding short here, and we are going to get a what's a Majiggy? We're going to find a gate to go to, if I can remember how to do it. There we go. So Brussels, we want to get to a GA medium. We should have one. It's a pretty big airport, so GA medium. Here we go. That's parking 1. So let's zoom out just a touch so we can get a bit of a better picture on where parking 1 is. Should come up in red or something. Maybe I have to hit OK first. Oh, is it these bits? Yeah, I think it's one of these ones. Gate is a medium gate. No, we want to go to parking. Aha, is this it? Parking 1, here we go. So let's take... Oops. You can't actually see that. So let's take... whatever this is there. So Bravo. We're going to go into... let's take Bravo onto Romeo 1. So, oh, is it Bravo? And let's just find out if we were to get to Romeo, if we hit what, Romeo 1. Romeo 1, yeah. And if we were to click, what is it? I think it's Bravo 1. Well, we were at Bravo 7 at the moment. And Bravo 8. Nope. What's that taxiway then? I know what that taxiway is. Oh, I know which way I should be going. Yeah, that's the only important bit. Right, let's zoom in on the airplane then, and let's go to Flight Simulator X. And I'm just going to type in that to Brussels. Let me also, there's no aircrafts in the current area. Oh, I see, it's called Delta, oh no, Oscar, I think it's like Oscar 3 or something. Oh well, it doesn't matter now, there's no point in me trying to change it. Okay, right then, let's go, yes, and I think it is Oscar. I don't think I've got any scenery here. I might do, but it looks fairly default, so I don't think I do. Actually no, this is actually a really cool little trick. Hopefully it works. Auto speed now, stick at 20 knots. Should just put us at 20 knots, and then we will slowly but surely get to the gate. In fact, we're going to put it on 25 because there's no aircrafts, and technically it's illegal. There's a very nice landing, which is good. I believe this is what, Oscar, is this Oscar? Oh no, it doesn't actually say. It should say there. That's like an Oscar 3 or something. Oscar 2. Oh, why am I doing that? I may as well just quickly reset the camera. Looks like we're going quite fast, but we're not. We're only going 25 knots. Oh, actually. Going a little quickly, let's just take down the speed again. That sound you can hear. Bit of emergency braking there. We're going to go all the way to the end now. Well, in fact, could we? We could take a right here. Yeah, let's take a right here actually. Don't like taxiing gunner with my my joystick. Gonna take a right, not on this right, we're gonna take this right here. Let me actually disable the speed. Quick right, and then quick left. Then we're going to take another right here, and this will get us to the right parking thing. There we go. That's it. We've parked. We've got to Brussels. A pretty nice landing. Very safe. No ATC, unfortunately. That's a little bit of a shame, but there's no ATC yet still. But this has actually been FSX. I've been Hamish. I'm actually going to stop now. Let's see if this plane actually has some type of... I don't know. It hasn't got any scenery. I thought it might have, but it doesn't. So yeah, this is pretty much how I am doing my flights from now. I'm just using FSC and doing it like that. Pretty much, very easy. It sort of gave you a half tutorial as well. But by the way, guys, if in the last video I believe I said that it costs €30. It doesn't actually cost a penny, but you can't save flight plans. So if you're wanting to fly on IVEO, you kind of, unless you have another type of planning software, you won't actually be able to fly on IVEO. You wouldn't have be able to save a flight plan. So yeah. So yeah, pretty much you have to pay that €30 to. I'm not sure if it unlocks any features or not, but you do need it to save flights, which is extremely useful. And it's not just IVEO; it's like PMDG, IFLY, all that sort of stuff. But anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching FSX, and I will see you next time. Goodbye.